Good evening. We're at the City of Tumwater Civil Service Commission meeting Thursday, October 10th.
Thank you, Chief Executive Sutherland. I'd like to call the meeting to order. First, we'll start with roll calling. I'm Simon T, Chair for the Commission, Civil Service Commission, City of Tumwater.
Michelle Sutherland, Secretary, Examiner.
Jay Mason with the Police Department.
I'm Blake Chard, a member of the commission.
Brian Hurley, Fire Chief.
Sean Cribbins, Operations Chief.
Thank you all. So the next, we would like to see if there are any proposed changes to the agenda as presented.
I have none.
I have none.
Okay.
Are you going to share the agenda?
Oh, yes, I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
And then next on the agenda is the approval of minutes for the last meeting, dated September 12, 2024. Any questions, Commissioner?
No, I have no questions. So I would
I
move,
don't either. Go ahead.
I move that we approve the minutes of September 12th, 2024.
And I second the motion, and those of us who approve of the meeting minutes for September 12, 2024, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So the meeting minutes for September 12, 2024 is approved. Next on the agenda item is the eligibility list update. Chief Examiner, Sutherland, want to go ahead and update?
Okay, so this is the status of the entirety of our civil service eligibility lists for October of 2024. We have that's new here. Looking through the list of fire and the list of police, we have several on the active continuous listing. Several police on the active continuous listing, and I did not see any changes for October for the status of all of the civil service eligibility list for the city.
Thank you. Any question, Commissioner Chang?
I have none.
I have none either. Thank you. So let's move to the next item on the agenda, which is lateral paramedic firefighter eligibility.
We did have one added to the list, one candidate, number 4, added in September with a score of 86.25%. So he joins the other 4 candidates that are on the lateral paramedic firefighter list, seeking approval of candidate number 4 addition.
Any question or comments, Commissioner Chang?
No, I have none.
Okay, any motion?
I move that we approve the police lateral. Can you get the title up there for me? I can't see it.
Lateral,
The
Paramedic
paramedic firefighter list as presented.
and I second the motion, and those of us who approve of the motion say aye.
All right.
Aye. So the paramedic lateral paramedic firefighter eligible list approved. Next on the agenda item is item number 7, entry-level police eligibility.
Okay, we do have, for the police eligibility list, we do have 6 candidates that were added to the list. And we do have 9 candidates removed from the list. Seeking approval of adding the new candidates to the police officer entry-level eligibility list.
Quite a number of removal. Is that expiration mostly, or they been? Well, let's see, there's one withdrawal.
We do have
FC.
several FCIs, they failed the chief's interview. We had 2 withdraw and we had 1 that was removed because he was hired.
Good.
Mhm.
Any question, Commissioner Char?
Not at this time, no.
Any motion?
I move we approve the police officer entry level list as presented.
I second the motion, and those of us who approve of the motion said aye.
Aye.
Aye, the police officer, entry-level police officer eligibility list is hereby approved. We'll move to item number 8, which is the paramedic firefighter eligibility list.
Okay, seeking approval for the paramedic firefighter eligibility list. We had 4 candidates withdraw from the application process, and we have added 2 to the list for October of 2024. Seeking approval to add those 2 candidates to the paramedic firefighter list.
Any question, Commissioner Char?
No questions.
Any motion?
I move we approve the paramedic firefighter list as presented.
Second the motion, and those of us who approve of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Paramedic firefighter eligible is hereby approved. And we'll move to item number 9, lateral police eligible list.
We have 1 candidate to add to the lateral police eligibility list, seeking approval to add the second candidate for the October 2024 to be good for another year till October of 2025. The lateral police officer eligibility list.
So do we have the discretion to ask as to where the candidate is from? I mean, currently serving?
I don't know where Matthew Anthony is. Casey Stepnagan, as she was a deputy in Virginia, and now she's living out here.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Char, any questions?
No questions.
Any motion?
I move we approve the lateral police list as presented.
Second the motion, and those of us who approve of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The lateral police officer eligible list hereby approved. Move to item number 10 on the agenda. AFC to DFC reclass.
Yes, this agenda item is a reclassification of the assistant fire chief position to a deputy fire chief position. requesting authorization to change the job title of Assistant Fire Chief to Deputy Fire Chief. And if you have questions, I believe Chief Hurley may be able to answer those.
If you'll allow me, I can speak briefly to this. Really, this has been in the works for a while. We're a growing fire department. Really, since the start of our department, we've had a chief and an assistant fire chief. As we've grown, really the responsibilities of that position have grown now to the point where we have, 53 full-time employees in the department. And the most of those are in operations. But as we grow, we need to look at our organizational structure. And really where we're at now is we want to have the deputy chief position be the number 2 in the department. But in the near future, we're hoping also to maintain a class of assistant chiefs as well, who will primarily manage programs such as community risk reduction, health and safety, and things as EMS, things like that. This really puts us in alignment with our area partners. Both our major partners in Olympia and Lacey Fire District 3 use a similar command structure, and the title of deputy chief truly conveys that that is the number 2 chief officer in the department. So we'd ask your consideration on this to make it official. Thank you.
Commissioner, any questions?
Yeah, does this come with an increase in the salary?
Not directly tied to the position change. There would not be a new grade, no.
Okay, I just comment that I think it's well planned out, and I wholeheartedly agree that you need to do that as things change. And if the chairman doesn't have any questions, I'm ready to make a motion.
I do have a question. So you mentioned, Chief Hurley, there seems to be you mentioned here, at least in the paper, the job title will accurately reflect the scope of work and responsibilities. So can you tell me what's changed from as far as the position is concerned, the job responsibilities, so scope of work?
Sure, the position will continue to be the chief of operations in the fire department. The chief of operations oversees the training division, the medical services officer, the battalion chief. So that will continue. But really, this sets us up, for the ability to grow within the organization, because there are other divisions that we will class as assistant chief. So many of the responsibilities remain the same, but it truly sets us up for growth.
Okay. I don't have any other questions. I will entertain a motion.
I
This one?
move to authorize changing the job title of Assistant Fire Chief to Deputy Fire Chief.
I second the motion, and those of us who approve of motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So motion approved. The classification of the Assistant Fire Chief is now reclassified to Deputy Fire Chief. Now we can move to the next item on the agenda, which is 11, authorization for promotional exams.
Yes, this is an authorization for a promotional examination from firefighter to firefighter paramedic, which is an internal posting only. I'm asking for authorization for this exam plan.
I can add some context to the commission if they would like.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, this isn't the first time that we've done this. We're fortunate in that we have the ability to send our firefighters to paramedic school, and that's, it takes nearly a year to complete that process. So we have employees who are in the firefighter job class that once they complete paramedic school and obtain all of the required certifications, we request an opportunity for them to apply basically and move to the firefighter paramedic job class, which is considered a promotion. So currently we have a candidate, a firefighter who has successfully completed paramedic school and has begun working as a paramedic. So we want to make sure we recognize that and place him in the appropriate job class, and this is the process to do that.
Thank you. Any questions, Commissioner Chart?
I have no questions.
So, so this promotional exam is a new promotional exam that for internal promotion?
It's the same process we used when a firefighter was in a similar situation a couple of years ago. In this case, they'll have to, submit, a letter of interest and application for the position. But in this case, we only have one candidate for the position. He's really already passed all the qualifications with regards to his paramedic certification and being approved to work as a paramedic in the county.
So essentially, the commission has two choices, either authorize a reclass as proposed or reject the authorize as proposed. Commissioner Chart, do you have any motion?
Yeah, I move that we authorize the reclass as proposed.
I second the motion, and those of us approve the motion to authorize the reclass as proposed, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So the authorization for reclassification of the firefighter to firefighter paramedic for internally only is hereby approved. Thank you for bringing forward this motion, this reclassification. So the next item on the agenda is an update from respective departments.
So I'll go first, since, so for the police department, as far as civil service goes, we are, hiring as quickly as we feasibly can. We have, 3 people in field training, currently. One just graduated the academy today. So it's the most people we've had in field training that I can recall. We also hired, another new hire officer. He just started with us this week, I believe, maybe last week. So he's waiting to go to the academy. And then we are in the process of doing multiple backgrounds to continue to fill our open positions. So as far as personnel goes, it's probably one of the better positions we've been in the past 10 years. So it's actually, it's very exciting.
Good, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Chief Hurley?
Yeah, thank you, Commissioner. Just briefly, we had our new department assistant start in the middle of September. We're very excited about that, to have her on board now. We're going to be in a little over a week interviewing or doing an oral board process for our fire prevention officer candidates. You had authorized that that process previously, and we're hopeful to fill that position out of these interviews. And finally, and you know, right now, maybe most importantly, you know, these candidates through the lateral paramedic and entry level process. We're looking at a number of them right now with conditional offers. We're in the process of completing the agreements with Medic One to add the 8th medic unit in the county, which will be in Tumwater, which will require us to hire 9 additional paramedics. I think we've touched on that before. So we've got a number of conditional offers out there. We're hoping to hire 4 of them in December and 5 of them in January. So a lot of work going on there that we're very excited about. Thank you.
That's good news. Good luck with those hiring, and hopefully some of those offerees will turn out successful. Thank you, Chief.
I've got a
I do
question.
have,
I've got a question. Chief, if you can give us a little bit of more information on your recent recruiting event that happened with your, was it you that had that, a hiring event?
For the fire department,
Yeah,
we haven't had any events per se. Sean, can you speak to something I'm missing?
or maybe I'm thinking of the police had an event, so. If we probably need to move on to get that response.
I do know for fire that you do have an upcoming plan
Yeah.
to start that. Is it December, as it say, similar as last year?
Yeah, we have recruiting events scheduled in December and January, where we're basically having an open house for candidates to come into place or see the station, learn about being a firefighter, learn about the process. So those are scheduled. We've certainly had a lot of activity through social media attempting to recruit. Some stuff posted recently regarding our fire prevention officer that communications helped us with. So we've been active in recruiting, and we have events scheduled in December and January.
Okay, that's probably what I saw on social media.
Okay, thank you.
The one update that I have today is that we did interview a possible addition to our Civil Service Commission. Another commissioner that is interested, or a person interested in becoming a part of the Civil Service Commission. So that interview happened this afternoon at 4:30 p.m. Commissioner T.
Yes, I'm grateful and thankful to be included in the interview, and staying very positive and hopeful about this new candidate. So finally, I hope we'll have a full commission by the next meeting.
Anything else to add?
No,
Okay, our next meeting date is November 14th, 2024 at 5:30 p.m.
14. I think that should be no issue for me. How about you, Commissioner Chart?
Yeah, that's fine.
What, what's this? Okay, second week.
Yes, second week.
That's a Veterans Day holiday. Is that the same week?
It is the 11th, which is Monday. That is Veterans Day holiday.
I know that we have to take some vacation time off. I think that should not be the week that I'm taking off, so I should be all right. Any other business for the good order before we adjourn? Anyone? No? Okay, I entertain a motion to adjourn a meeting.
I move we adjourn.
Second motion, those who approve of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so we adjourn. Thank you. Thank you all for
Thank you.
showing up today. I appreciate it.
Thank
Good
you.
evening.
Good evening.